love. What exactly is love? Ancient Greeks called love the madness of the gods and had 4 ways to describe the different types of love. Agape means love in the spiritual sense. Eros is the physical, passionate love. Philia is platonic love. And storge, a natural, familial love. But what about romantic love? How did the modern notion of love come about? Was it a cultural invention, or could it be a biological need? Some say that the idea of love was invented during the Middle Ages by troubadours, medieval musicians who wrote lyrical poetry about love and chivalry. While others believe that romantic love is a feeling innate in all of us. In 1992, anthropologist Ted Fisher conducted research on 166 different cultures and found evidence of romantic love in a majority of them. In fact, the oldest love poem dates back some 4,000 years ago to ancient Sumeria. These days, people choose their spouses based on love and romance. Marriage is the union that binds and acknowledges the love that 2 people have for one another. But did you know that love and marriage were once widely considered incompatible to one another? According to historian Stephanie Kuntz, who studies marriage, for most parts of history, it was unthinkable that people would choose their partners based on something as fragile and irrational as love. Let's look at it from the beginning. During the Stone Age, pair bonding and gender roles made their debut among our ancient ancestors. These anthropological and societal trends arose from 2 basic aspects of survival instinct: self-preservation and procreation. Prehistoric men were hunters and defenders, while females gathered food, gave birth, and raised children. Marriage was seen as a good way to ensure your family's safety. By marrying off one's daughter to a fellow from a nearby tribe, you expanded the circle of people you could rely on in times of need. For Anglo-Saxons and Britain's early tribal groups during the 5th century, marriage was a strategic tool to establish diplomatic and trade ties. In ancient China, free love was banned and widely condemned as an offense to public decency. This was according to traditional Confucian ethic codes. It was the task of parents to arrange marriages for their children to maintain order of the patriarchal society. In India, people have always condemned love marriages. In earlier times, marriages were conducted solely according to the whims and fancies of the parents. Girls did not enjoy any freedom and were forced into marriages. So when did romantic love become a prerequisite for marriage? While there's no definite answer, Enlightenment thinkers in the 17th and 18th centuries began pioneering the idea that life was about pursuing happiness. They advocated marrying for love. During the Victorian era, the idea of love as the foundation for marriage or companionship was also beginning to take hold. Love marriages were further augmented by the development of a wage labor economy. Women no longer depended on their parents to put up dowry. Men didn't have to wait for inheritance. They could select their spouse without any parental approval. People had more control over their lives and who they wanted to marry. Since then, marriage has changed dramatically. Unlike the earlier eras, it has become all about the couple and the idea of being in love. Dating has become a necessity before engagement, and love has become the only reason for marriage. In a strange way, romantic love is still one of the least understood parts of the human psyche. Are we contented in believing that love just happens? So the next time you fall in love, ask yourself, why do you fall in love?